Hello, beautiful Virgo. Thank you for being here. My name is Jaden, and this is Lighthouse 36. Today, I'm doing a very special reading for you regarding your future significant other. We're going to take a look into their past, present, and future, and also draw some timeline cards, some potential timelines, 3 potential timelines. And we'll first start with picking the 3 archetypes from this deck for your significant other. And it is a pick a card reading. So let's get started. All right, one came out right away. Okay, that will be pile number 1 with the blue heart-shaped solidite crystal. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Another one has come up already. They're coming quick today. We'll put the rainbow fluorite crystal on that one, and we'll pick one more. So these are just energies, archetypes. The pictures are of males, but I'm not reading body parts in this reading. I'm going to read these cards intuitively for you. There are messages on the bottom of these cards, and just a forewarning, the author has a sense of humor, but I will read the messages on the bottom for you. Okay, that's pile number 3. I'm going to put a rose quartz crystal there. So go ahead and pick your pile, number 1, with the blue heart-shaped solidite crystal, number 2, with the rainbow fluorite crystal, and number 3 with the rose quartz crystal. Once you pick your pile, you'll find the timestamps in the description box below. Okay, Virgo, if you haven't picked your pile yet, please just press pause, and then again, you'll find the timestamps in the description box below, and I'll see you on the other side. Hello, pile number 1. Thank you for being here. Okay, let's see what Spirit has in store for you. You have picked the inventor. Oh, interesting. I think zodiac sign got this. The inventor. So this doesn't mean that they are an actual inventor. It's just an energy. And I'm going to read the card intuitively. But before I do, I'm just going to read the little message on the bottom. And so remember, this author has a sense of humor. The inventor, brilliant and eccentric. He's got a solution for everything except where he left his keys. Okay. And yes, right off the bat, I am hearing absent-minded, a little absent-minded. Okay. When I read for another zodiac sign this card, I didn't get that, but I am getting that here. Okay, a little bit absent-minded. Okay. Let's take a look into this energy. I'm just going to touch the card, take a few deep breaths, and you're more than welcome to join me. I'm hearing also this person is very physical. Yes, I'm reading this energy completely differently than the other time. Okay, so this person's very physical, a lot of energy. Their mind is always going, and I'm seeing them running like they're a runner or jogger. This person likes to keep very busy, okay? They're not a couch potato. Yes, I'm feeling like maybe ADD or ADHD. Okay. Very funny. Oh, very funny person. Likes to laugh, likes to have a good time, likes to eat out, enjoys good times, okay? Wants to enjoy life. And they're always inventing ways, I'm hearing, to make life interesting. They'll keep you on your toes. Very spontaneous, okay? If you're not a spontaneous person, um, maybe this is not the reading for you. Um, if not, it is a collective reading. Please pick another pile or another placement, or try a pile in another placement. But very spontaneous person, okay? It's interesting how you can get the same card, but it's a different energy in another reading. Yeah, I'm getting that this person actually is probably in sales, because they have a good personality for that. I'm getting like Gemini energy here, so they may be a Gemini. I'm being drawn to the number 26. 2 plus 6 is 8. So this is an abundant person, okay? Um, Whatever they do, they're very successful at it. They're very good with customers, okay? They're a people person. Yeah, and I am getting strong salesmanship kind of energy here. They also may play an instrument like a guitar. Perhaps they even do that like on the side, like weekend gigs. This person has a lot of energy. Recording this early in the morning, and it's like, whoa, this is a wake up call for me here. Yeah, and they may be a very early riser, okay, to go out running. This person is very active, needs to keep busy. Um, if they have children, or, whether they already have children or they have children with you, um, they are great with kids. Like I can see them, playing the guitar and making up silly songs for the children, making them laugh. A home full of laughter, okay? This person may have had kind of a tough childhood, but they don't focus on the past. They're focused on the present and the future. I'm hearing the word hiding, okay? There's something, I'm not sure. Maybe we'll get more information about that as the reading goes on. Something that's being hidden. Oh, okay. Now this is very specific, so it may just be for a few of you. It may be some kind of heart condition, something with their health that they have, but people don't know it. With others, it may be their gut. Yeah, there's something about their health um, that people don't know about. You wouldn't know by looking at them. Yeah, I can see like swimming, I'm seeing them by a lake and jumping in and, one of those ropes that you can hang by a tree and swinging into the water. Okay, that may be very specific. They could even be a teacher for children, okay, or high school students. It's very playful energy for sure. They could even own, they could even own their own business. Okay, let's get a peek into their past. Let's get a peek into their past. Spirit, please give us two cards. Let us peek into their past, about this person's past. Two cards, please, about this person's past. Too many, but one actually flipped over and the other just kind of fell as a pile facing down. So I'll take the one that flips over. Yeah, this card actually, this is the World card, and it really, really reminds me of this person, okay? They're like this bright light, and other people are kind of, in the dark kind of thing, going about their lives, just trying to make it through the day. And they're like shining brightly, like they shine brightly for others. They're like such a light. They're like a lighthouse. They're just so bright, you know? Um, Now, the World card is about an ending and a new beginning, and this isn't the past position. So let's see what this is about. Spirit, one more, please. One more about this person's past. So they've been like this for a very long time, ever since they were a child. I'm hearing they may have been misunderstood, okay, because they were very hyper. Um, they're not really a book person, okay? They're more about being outdoors, playing games, like I'm seeing them playing even video games, that or online games, that sort of thing. So they may have been misunderstood. And having ADD or ADHD. So they may have been a bit misunderstood as children, okay? But always a happy, kind of go-lucky, bright light. Okay, one more, please, Spirit. One more, please. This individual. One more. A card fell on the floor. Just a moment, please. Okay, Eight of Swords. Yeah, this person was misunderstood as a child. The adults around them found him or her to be exhausting, um, really exhausting. Okay, like they didn't know what to do with them. Okay, um, uh, they weren't sure how to handle this child. Okay. Um, I'm hearing the word abused, okay? So maybe because some of the adults couldn't handle this person, maybe he was abused in some way. So trigger warning about this. It may have been physical at times, okay? Um, they just couldn't handle his energy. He was just a very kind of hyperactive child. And some of the adults around him just didn't know what to do and, excuse me, just felt exhausted, like not able to handle it. Okay, I want to get one more for their past. I usually just get two cards, but I feel like I want to get one more. One more, please, Spirit, regarding this individual and the past. Okay, so Spirit gave us two cards. Okay, um, this is a very trusting soul, okay, when they were young, very innocent and trusting. And, there were times that they may have, this is Seven of Swords, been backstabbed, okay, um, by friends or um, and as they got older, any kind of romantic partner. Um, this sometimes they've been deceived. I think part of their lesson when they were younger, growing up, was that not everybody is like them. Okay, not everybody is this bright light. There is darkness around us here on Earth, and this was a big lesson for them. There was some kind of deception. Um, I'm also getting like they are really, or, growing up, they were very much into sports and competitive. Um, they liked competition. The other card that fell out is the Six of Cups, okay? I'm feeling like from this card that there was one person who was kind of like their lifesaver, okay? I don't know if it was a mother, an aunt, a sister, an older sister, okay? Um, some teacher, someone in this life, in this person's childhood, was like a lifesaver for them. Uh, they understood them and they made them feel loved, and took the time to play with them and joke with them and have fun with them. I actually feel like crying about this. This person was a light to them, okay? Uh, they really looked up to this person. Sorry, I'm getting a bit emotional. I think I'm attaching myself too much to the energy. Just going to ground myself. Yeah, so this person, their childhood was challenging, but they may not talk about it in that way. To them, it was just an ordinary childhood. Um, you know, uh, but there was a person that kind of saved them. I don't know how to explain that exactly. Like, this person made everything all right. This person made them feel understood, and that there was nothing wrong with them. This person appreciated them, loved them, treated them with respect, and just understood them. This may have been a teacher, okay? Like maybe they had to go, I'm not sure what they call it these days, but like special education. Maybe he had to go to a special education class, and um, this teacher, you know, work with this teacher. Whoever this person was, whether it was a teacher or a relative of some sort, They were such a bright light, and it could have been a grandparent, okay? They were such a bright light in their life. You know, they saved them. That's beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's get a look into this person's present. They really shaped them and made them who they are today. Okay. God bless them. Okay. All right. Spirit, please give us some cards representing their present. Give us a peek into this person's present, please. This person's present. Okay, Queen of Swords. Yeah. This person's very bright, okay? They are very intelligent. They think with their mind. You know, they're very kind of like a rational person. They understand other people's perspectives. I think because of their childhood, it's helped them now to understand other people's perspectives. You know, because they were so misunderstood as a child, and that mentor, that person who made them feel loved, taught them, you know, whether consciously or subconsciously, to understand other people's perspectives, okay? And they kind of mentor others now in some way. You know, this is someone who may be a big brother or a big sister, you know, like volunteering that way. Um, or, you know, if they own their own business, they may take students or young people in and teach them what they know. Um, they may volunteer in places to help others, okay? Um, they may even be a volunteer firefighter. Um, this is someone who uses whatever, you know, resources they have now to help others as well. Okay, they kind of want to be a mentor like this person was for them. They want to give back. Oh, that's beautiful. Really good heart. Very understanding person. Understanding of differences. Okay. Very good with children. I'm not sure if they have children or they want children, but they're very good with children. Like I'm hearing even grandparent for some. That may be very specific. Some may be a grandparent now. Okay, one more please, Spirit, for their present. One more for their present. One more for their present. King of Swords. Oh my goodness. So we have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords here. This is a very balanced person between their masculine and feminine energy, okay? This is a very evolved, balanced person, okay? Um, yeah, I'm hearing something about making lists, making lists. Um, I think this may be a skill that they were taught when they were younger. They don't seem to me like a real kind of book person. You know, they may have gone to what college, or what you call in the United States junior college, um, uh, you know, that sort of thing. But uh, they were taught to make lists to keep themselves organized, to do lists, you know, and they've taken this skill into their future here, into their present, and uh, so what I mean into their future is because they were taught this as a child, and now as an adult, they've kept this up. They make lists listing their goals and what they want to accomplish, okay? Um, it's like the world's filled with possibilities for them, you know, and they're excited about these possibilities. Yeah, and I'm getting again, this is really someone who helps others. This is a very balanced person, very rational person, very understanding person. I don't know why I'm getting this example, but if there's a bit of drama, they're kind of the mediator to help calm things down. Okay? Um, they're a very calm person. It's interesting because I'm getting grounded. So they have this hyperactivity, this energy, but they're grounded, which is quite interesting. Can we get one more for present, Spirit? One more for present? One more for present energy for this person? One more? One more, please? For sale. Yeah, lovers. Um, so the lovers card could be about choices, okay? They may be making some significant choices right now in their life. I think like it's kind of like they're making lists about what next, and I think they want to buy a home, you know. Maybe they've been renting up until now, and they're ready now to buy their own home, okay? Maybe even an investment property. Maybe they own their own home already and they want to get an investment property or start flipping. This is someone who is kind of like a jack of all trades who can be juggling so many things like their day job, side gigs, volunteering, just someone who keeps very busy, okay? Um, and is kind of like a jack of all trades. But also, um, they're looking for Mr. or Miss Right, okay? They do want a partner to share their lives with and, you know, possibly have some children with if, you know, uh, if that's what this person is looking for, what you're looking for as well. Like they may have already had children, and like I said, some may already be a grandparent. So, um, but they're looking for someone to share their lives with. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so they're attracting you in. Okay, okay, future energy spirit, when they meet this person, when they meet Virgo, what will they be like? What will be going on in their lives when they meet Virgo? Oh, yeah, the sun, the sun. Um, you're meeting them at a very wonderful time in their life, okay? The sun is just shining on them. Maybe they've bought that home already, their career's going very successfully, and then you come into their lives, you know, you're part of that sun energy. Um, you're meeting them at a wonderful time in their life, okay? Um, the sun is shining brightly in their life. There's much happiness, much joy. And when you meet them, it's like you're the cherry on top, okay? Um, just a very fortunate and good time in their life, okay? Think Jupiter energy. Okay, one more spirit. Very expansive time in their life, okay? When things are going very, very well and you're part of things going very well. Okay, one more spirit, please. One more. One more. Oh, yes. Okay. So here's the Temperance card. Um, it's interesting that this Temperance card um, shows a man and a woman having a romantic dinner. Okay. Very intimate. And this will be the both of you. Very intimate. Okay. taking your time. It's not going to be all about sex, okay? It's not going to be just a physical relationship. You're going to take your time to get to know each other, be friends, be patient with one another, and it's just going to be a very intimate relationship, and not just like in a physical way. Okay. Um, wow, that's beautiful. Like, you're not just going to be lovers, you're going to be friends. Okay. Very understanding of each other. Just beautiful. What a beautiful relationship. Okay, I'm hearing one more. So I was about to put the deck away, but Spirit's saying one more. So let's get one more, please. One more. Oh, goodness. Look at this. Another couples card. You know, it's not very often that the Queen of Pentacles, this is the Queen of Pentacles, is shown with a partner. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. But here, the Queen of Pentacles is shown with a partner. Okay. Um, so this is going to be a very abundant relationship, okay? Um, like a power couple, I'm hearing relationship. You're like a power couple together, okay? Um, it's going to be financially abundant, financially stable, very happy, very joyous, very intimate relationship. Like just a strong, strong connection. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles is someone very independent. Okay. Um, so, you know, you both will still continue to lead your independent lives, but somehow you bring them together as well. Okay. There's a nice balance here with the Temperance card. Um, just a beautiful, beautiful relationship. Look at that. Just so much joy, so much intimacy, and I don't mean just in a physical way. Um, you're basically who each other has been looking for all their lives. Okay. Thank you so much for that, Spirit. Okay. Let's get some possible timelines. Some possible timelines. Excuse me. Because we're all on potential timeline. We're all on a potential timeline. So let's get 3 different potential timelines, Spirit, for when Virgo will meet this individual. 3 potential timelines, please, for when Virgo will meet this individual. 3 potential timelines. Okay, we've got our first one. Oh my goodness, the time is now. Okay, so it's very close for some of you, for you to meet this person. That's beautiful. Oh, another one. By the end of the year. That's beautiful. By the end of the year. So it is very close, okay, Virgo? One more, please, Spirit. One more. These are 3 potential timelines for when Virgo will meet this individual, their future significant other. One more, please, Spirit. One more. One more for Virgo, please. When they will meet this future significant other. Oh, that's too many, Spirit. Too many. Okay, 2 came out. I'll take them. Indecision is causing delays. I'll get to that in a minute. And July, okay? So this is actually very close. It could be, I'm taking it as this July, but it could be next July as well. Um, but I'm feeling like it's very close for you, Virgo, okay? Now, the only delay would be this. Indecision is causing delay. Virgo, um, and this is very specific for certain people, not the whole group. Um, some of you may not be wanting to get into a relationship right now, okay? You're not sure that you want to get into a relationship, most likely because you've been hurt in the past. So I recommend that you do some healing around this, okay? Whether it's speaking to a counselor or perhaps seeing an energetic healer of some sort, of one of the modalities, like a Reiki or some other energetic healing modality, sorry, and praying on it, um, doing meditation, maybe some guided meditations, lots of free stuff here on YouTube regarding that. Um, you know, Start opening your heart to this possibility, okay? But healing work needs to be done first, um, okay? And that's for some of you. All right. Well, Virgo, I hope pile number one, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I certainly did. If you did, please show this channel some love, and I'll see you next time. I'm wishing you all the very best. Take good care. Hello, pile number two. Thank you for being here. You've selected the rainbow fluorite crystal. All right, let's take a look and see what Spirit's got in store for you. And just a forewarning, this author has a sense of humor, so there's a message on the bottom of the card, and so there may be a bit of humor included with it. And also, I read these cards intuitively. I don't go by the message on the card, but I will read it to you. And we're not reading gender here, okay? Um, the geek. Ah, the geek. Okay. So when we say the geek, obviously we think of the computer geek. They may not necessarily be a computer geek. I will read the card intuitively, but let's just see. Um, let's just see what the card says here. Nerdy but successful. He can code your app but might glitch in conversation. Okay. Yeah, the author's pretty funny here. Um, I'm drawn to the number up at the corner, 23. I'm not always. 23, 2 plus 3 is 5. This is a master of something. They've mastered something. Okay, let me just put my fingers here on it. Just going to take a few deep breaths and connect with this energy. Yeah, this is someone who definitely is into technology, okay? Now, a lot of these cards are about certain careers, but I don't, if it says, for instance, police officer, it doesn't mean that they're a police officer. But for this card, I really am getting someone who's into technology, okay? And also they may be a scientist, like almost like inventor type of energy, okay? someone highly, highly intelligent. You know, for some of the people in this group, they've gone to university and they're very highly educated, or college. In the United States, you may call it junior college. Um, but a lot of what they've learned is self-learned, okay? And yeah, and I'm getting like there's a circle of friends, okay? Longtime friends. They're not alone, like they're not a lone wolf kind of person. They do have a circle of friends who are into the same things as they are, have the same interests, okay? Think I'm getting the show Big Bang Theory. Like that group of friends, there were four of them, you know, and four original. Um, Sort of like that. Like initially it was just Sheldon, um, Leonard, Howard, and Raj. You know, that type of thing. Um, this is a person who has trouble expressing their feelings. Um, they may even be mildly autistic, okay, or what's known as Asperger's syndrome in the past. There may be some mild autism here. They don't understand people sometimes. They prefer like animals and you know, and being in their head and their interests, because they don't always understand people and why people do what they do or say things they say, or they just don't understand human behavior. Um, like this is someone who just speaks their truth, like, you know, very honest, like just straight to the point, and they don't understand games that some people play, or this is someone who may have been bullied as a child, and they don't understand why people can be so mean sometimes. They had very loving, nurturing parents, so their childhood was good that way, but they may have been bullied. For some, and this is very specific, their parents may have had to put them in another school or even private school, um, because of the bullying. For some, they may have even developed a little bit of a stutter because of the bullying. But I think they've worked on this since. Kind of like I'm getting uh, former President Joe Biden. Um, he had a stutter as a child, and he worked on that. And this is not about politics, this channel. It's just that's the example I'm being given. This is a very honest, straightforward person, okay? They dress casually. What you see is what you get. They're a bit of a homebody, okay? This is not the type of person who loves to travel or an adventurer kind of person. They're very much a homebody, very much in their minds. They are very successful, okay, in terms of their career. They're very successful, very intelligent. I'm even getting, this is very weird, excuse me, that some may work for uh, like an office like the FBI, high uh, security ranking, like maybe the military or government. This is someone who's very successful in terms of their career. They have not been as successful in terms of relationship. They haven't met Mr. or Miss Right yet. Yeah, like they can be a little bit awkward in social situations. I think it's because as a child they spent a lot of time alone. But they do have a circle of friends now, and with that circle they're quite comfortable and they can just be themselves. Yeah, I'm being very drawn to this message here, error 404, error. Let me just see what that's about. Why am I being drawn to this? Okay, when they were little, they felt like, it was a mistake. Like they're not supposed to be here on this earth because of this bullying, okay? So sorry, I should have maybe said trigger warning for that. Sorry if I triggered anybody. Yeah, um, you know, many autistic people, I'm sorry if I'm getting a little esoteric here, but many autistic people have um, a sloth animal totem spirit guide, okay, with them. And this is one of those people, okay? And the people with the sloth spirit guide, um, they're new souls to this earth. They've had other lifetimes in other places, okay? Um, but they're new to the planet Earth. So they had a very hard time understanding this earth, and they still do, understanding people and the human condition. Okay, it's very difficult for them to understand because they've never had a lifetime here. Like, think of a sloth, it's such an unusual animal, not only in the way they look, but they're just so slow on the tree, or whatever they're climbing, and this is this person, like very intelligent, um, but they go to at a slower pace than others, um, uh, they go at a very slow pace, very persistent, very consistent, almost like a turtle or a snail, you know. And some people take this as they're not very intelligent, but that's it's the total opposite. They're extremely brilliant, okay? Um, uh, but there's this like slowness, slow pace about them, and people don't understand that energy. They misinterpret it. Um, okay, thank you, Spirit. All right, let's get some clarifiers here. A peek into their past. We've kind of already done that a bit, but let's see what Spirit has for us. Please, Spirit, give us uh, two cards representing this person's past. A peek into their past. I'm hearing like this is just a lovely, a lovely gentle soul. Okay. A lovely gentle soul. Just think of a sloth, okay? Brilliant, brilliant sloth. Okay, two, please. Two, please. Yeah, quiet person. Okay, but they're talkative with the people around them who know them, who they feel comfortable with. Yes, this person in the past, okay, could have been even in their youth. Um, they came up with a great inspiration. They had an epiphany, a business idea, and they possibly, like could have sold this, like at a very young age. Um, they just came up with a brilliant, you know, it could have been even an app or something like that, their talent was recognized at a very young age, okay? And if they work for government, they were probably, you know, um, uh, headhunted to work for government from a very young age. Uh, their brilliance was recognized very early on, okay? Lots of seeds planted, lots of business ideas. Like, even if they're a scientist, like, you know, they were hunted, from a very young age by the universities, by government, possibly pharmaceutical companies, Um, but I do get like the stronger energy being government, okay? Like this person has a very high security clearance. Um, yeah, okay. Oh, one more. Yeah, they're very passionate about what they love, okay? They're very passionate about what they do. It's like the only time that, because this person doesn't express their feelings very much, and they're slower paced, but so they don't express passion very easily, but you see it, you get glimpses of it through their work, whatever they're working on, whatever excites them, whatever, their projects excite them. And when they get an idea or inspiration, epiphany, they follow through, they explore it, and they get very excited about it, that's their true passion. um, Technology and possibly the sciences, this is their true passion, and they just go for it, and it's paid off in terms of their career. um, yeah, I'm getting that maybe just their social, like they do want to find, like a long-term partner, but that hasn't happened yet for them. Okay, we'll get a peek now into their present. We'll get a peek into the present. Wow, Four of Wands. They're celebrating something right now. Um, yeah, like a new technology that they've helped invent. You know, this is a marriage card. It is possible that they may have met somebody in the present, but I'm getting more that this is a celebration. Oh, it could be a friend of theirs is getting married. Oh, okay, okay, okay. A friend of theirs getting married, and they're very happy for them, but they want the same for themselves. Yeah. Okay, very interesting. They're hoping to meet someone at the wedding. um, yeah, yeah, but their career is going very, very well, okay? But they want love. Yeah. They want to find that for themselves. They haven't been able to. Someone who understands them. Okay, one more, Spirit, for the present. Yeah, I'm hearing friend getting married. Okay, one of their circle of friends, they're getting married. I'm even hearing possibly a parent is getting remarried, one of their parents. Interesting, okay. One more, please, Spirit. One more. They are very close with their parents. Their parents have always been very supportive of them, okay? Close relationship with at least one of the parents. One more, please, Spirit. But, but for most it will be both parents. Okay. One more, please, Spirit. Like they may even go to dinner at the the parents' house or one of the parents' house regularly. One more, please, Spirit. One more. And may even do some of their laundry, which is quite interesting. Okay. Okay. One more. One more, please, Spirit. Seven of Swords. This is a betrayal of some sort. Seven of Swords. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling like this has something to do with a partner. Like they were dating someone and they were betrayed in some way. Maybe the person was cheating on them. Can we get a clarifier for that, please, Spirit? Seven of Swords, the clarifier. Like they don't understand sometimes how humans behave, like why the person couldn't just be honest with them. It may have even been someone in their friend circle who started seeing this person secretly as well. Interesting. Yeah, it's something they were really making an effort towards and nurturing, and there was some kind of betrayal. So I'm getting something about, maybe someone they were dating. There was some kind of betrayal there. So this is the present energy, okay? Or it could be like some kind of business idea that they had, and someone stole it from them. They're not happy about that, okay? Obviously. So this is present energy. Okay, let's get future. Future, please, when they meet Virgo. Four of Cups, yeah. When they meet you, like their career is going very well, okay? That's a success. But they're feeling discontented, okay, with what they have. They they want something else to come in. Spirit's bringing something else in, and I believe it's you, okay? They're not feeling contented. It's kind of like they've given up on love. Like, they're feeling like this is never going to happen for them, but Spirit is bringing you in for them, okay? Wow, beautiful. Okay, one more. It's taken great strength, okay, for them to get to where they are in their life. It's taken great strength. What's this card doing here, Spirit? Like I'm hearing no fear, no fear. Okay, but what are they not fearful about? Oh, okay. Yes. like even though they've been hurt in the past, um, they're not afraid to try again with you. Okay? To you, to them, you seem like this lion, this wild kind of exotic animal that they don't understand completely, okay? But they love you and admire you and want closeness with you. And they're going to take that risk, even though they may be chancing getting hurt again, like they did here, okay? They're going to be willing to try again and take that risk, okay? Let's get one more, please. And this takes great strength. One more, please, for the future energy when they meet our Virgo, please. One more. Yes. Oh, look at that. When they meet you, oh, I'm getting goosebumps. They feel like the King of Cups, okay? Like there's emotional balance there. There's maturity. Like, look at him just calling out with this shell here. Like, it's like blowing a horn, you know? Um, it's like they feel so happy to meet you. It's like they want to tell the entire world. I'm getting like Big Bang Theory again for some reason. Um, when Howard gets a girlfriend, he tells everyone, "This is Bernadette, my girlfriend." You know, he introduces everybody, make sure everybody knows about it. And it's kind of going to be the same thing here. It's like they're going to tell everybody about you. They're so excited about you. You bring them such emotional balance, you know, like they feel like um, finally things are working out. This is the one. Wow. And I'm getting that you're excited about the relationship too. Um, yeah. It's like you're both careful. You're both careful. Um, but then you realize you're the ones that, you know, this is it. And there's great excitement and wanting to share with the world. Definitely introducing you to their parents. Oh, it's just beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay. Um, let's get some possible timelines, potential timeline. Potential timelines, please, Spirit. Potential timeline for our Virgo Collective, pile number 2, when they will meet this person. When will they meet this person, Spirit? When will they meet this person? Potential timelines for Virgo. If I'm taking too long, I'm sorry. Please forward ahead. Um, I have to wait till a card falls out. When will they meet this person, Spirit? Too many? Oh, no, that's not too many. There's 4. Okay. So January. So it could be this coming January or the one afterwards. By the end of the month. Timing is much farther in the future. 9 months from now. Okay. For some of you, it might be sooner than later. By the end of this month. Okay. For some of you, it may not be until the new year. Um, and for some of you, this is 9 months away. And for some of you, it's a little bit further off, okay? So Spirit's telling you here with this card, timing is much farther in the future, that it is going to happen, but it's farther in the future. There's some things that you have to um, go through right now before you can meet this person. And they're going through things as well before you can meet each other, before you're ready for each other. So what I suggest is, do your healing work, open your heart so you're prepared for this person, okay? And when I say healing work, it's working out any difficulties from the past, either with a counselor, an energetic healer of some sort, praying, meditating, get yourself in a good space and ready for this partner to come in. Whatever resonates with you. Okay, Virgo, pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I certainly did. Um, uh, Please be sure to show this channel some love if you did enjoy it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. All the very best. Hello, Virgo, pile number 3. Thank you for being here. All right, let's get started. So just a forewarning, there is a message on the bottom of the card, and usually the author has a real sense of humor about the archetype, but I do read these cards intuitively. Okay, you've chosen the rose quartz crystal. Oh, the photographer. Okay, so this doesn't necessarily mean that they are a photographer, that that's what they do for a living. It may be. I'll read the card intuitively, but let's just see what the message on the bottom is first. The photographer, observant and always ready. He'll capture everything except the moment you actually want. Okay, excuse me. Um, All right. So right off the bat, like as soon as I picked up this card, oh sorry, I have a cat hair in my fingers. As soon as I picked up this card, the first message I got was this person is a lot of fun. Okay. They are so fun to be with. Okay. They have a great sense of humor. This is someone spontaneous that loves going, on roller coasters, skateboarding, zip lining, bungee jumping, maybe skydiving. This is a very fun, adventurous person. Now, if you're not spontaneous this way, this may not be the reading for you. You may want to try another pile or stick through it because, sometimes opposites attract, okay? But that's what I'm getting right away. This is a very spontaneous person. A lot of fun to be with. Like, let the good times roll, I'm hearing. Let the good times roll. Um, okay. What else am I picking up? This person may very well be a photographer. Like there's lots of different careers in these cards, and I don't always pick up that the person is that, does that specific career, but I am picking that up here. This person may very well be a photographer, like, for something like National Geographic, and really does travel all over the world. Or they may be someone who does this as a hobby and would like to establish a career with that. I'm getting that you actually will encourage them to do so, will encourage uh, that interest, and help them to maybe, make an income from that, maybe as a side gig. I'm getting independent. This person's a very independent individual. Um, they may very well work a job where they work for someone else, but they'd be better off having their own business, making their own hours. They're a very creative person, okay? They could even be a good school teacher for children um, and teenagers. Oh, I'm hearing even college or university. They'd be a good teacher in general. This person may have started down one path, like maybe they decided to try to. This is an example that I'm getting. They may have tried, to go down the route of being a lawyer. Like maybe they were influenced by their parents in this regard, but it just wasn't for them. Okay. And maybe they did actually complete the schooling, but it's not for them. Like they may have had like a career change, okay? They could also be a cook, a chef, very creative person, very inventive person. They just like peace. They like to be surrounded by peace, okay? They don't like drama. They're just kind of like a happy-go-lucky person, okay? They just want to have fun. They want to be happy. They don't want drama. They're very in touch with their inner child, okay, inside of them, which is why they'd be very good with children, like teaching or, even having children of their own. But they're not sure that they want to have children because they enjoy their freedom so much, okay? They don't like to be restricted. They want to be able to get up and go when they want to. This is someone who enjoys traveling, okay? Um, like this is giving me the impression of the northern lights here. So maybe, this is one of their dreams to see the northern lights. Or maybe they've already gone to see the northern lights. They may have posted some of their artwork, like their photography, on Pixabay or something like that on one of those sites. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, but one of those sites where you can get free photos. They just want to share their art with the world. And I'm using photography here, but they could also be an artist in another form, like painting. They could be a writer, a musician. Very creative person here. Yeah, I'm hearing peace, love, and understanding. That's what they want. They just don't want drama. Okay, this is not someone who cares about politics. This is not someone who is easily drawn into drama. They don't. They just want peace. I'm feeling like there was drama in their childhood. Okay, a lot of drama, like maybe divorced parents that didn't get along. A lot of drama in their childhood, okay? And this is part of the reason they are how they are now. Like they couldn't understand, you know, like why their parents didn't just separate peacefully, why there had to be so much drama. Okay. All right, let's get some clarifiers. Let's take a peek. I'm just going to take a cat hair away from here. Um, let's take a peek into their past. Please, Spirit, peek into their past. Yeah, they've walked away from their past, okay? They didn't like that drama. They've walked away from it. They've left it behind them and they don't like to talk about it, okay? Yeah, they've walked towards the sun. Yeah, they've protected themselves. They're protecting themselves from their past. Okay, this is someone who does not like drama. They had a lot of drama growing up. They've walked away from it. It's a way of protecting themselves, okay? They don't want drama. They just want to live a peaceful, happy, joyful life. Very interesting. They may have a parent that still, it could be like 20 years later and is still complaining about the other partner and they just hate it. They don't like it. Um, okay. Present, please. Present. Yeah, they feel like the world is filled with possibilities. Like, this is a multi-talented person. They pretty much can do anything they set their mind to, okay? They have many gifts, and the world's just so filled with possibilities for them, you know? Like, nothing can hold them back. They're looking forward to the future, you know? There's so much they want to learn and explore and see. Okay, this is someone who's about experiences. One more, please, Spirit. One more. Oh, lots flipped over, um, but only one like flipped out, but only one turned over where I could see the picture. So I'll take that one, and it's the moon. It's the moon. Um, when people meet this person, um, they can't see this past that they've had, okay? The past is not obvious. It looks like they've had this great life, this happy childhood. Like no one would ever in a million years guess all the drama they went through as a child, okay? Um, you know, um, there's a nice balance here. And I don't usually get this with this card, but see here, there's the white wolf, the black wolf. One is representing like domesticated life, and the other one is representing wildness and freedom, and they have a nice balance between that. Okay. Whatever they do for a living, it's funny, I really haven't. I don't think I've gotten any messages about what they do for a living. Please excuse me if I did and I just can't remember now. Sometimes I just get so into the reading. Um, but whatever they do for a living, um, oh yes, I had mentioned like possibly photography. But whatever they do for a living, like they're balanced, okay? Even if they're not doing a job right now that has to do with their art, okay? They may just work so that, um, you know, just to pay the bills, and to um, be able to support what they truly love doing, whether it's traveling or buying art supplies or whatever it may be. There's a nice balance there. Or if they are a photographer that goes all over the world, this job provides a nice balance between, like it provides for them for their physical needs here on earth and also their love, their passion. There's a very nice balance there between their wild side and their domesticated side, okay? So this is not like a starving artist kind of thing who, um, you know, doesn't want to do anything except their art. They will do other things in order to support themselves and do what they love. But yeah, other people don't get to dive deeply into their psyche. Okay, they're not the type of person to talk about their problems or what they've gone through in the past. They're more present and future focused. Okay, can we get one more for the present, Spirit? I'm feeling like we need one more. Yeah, they're answering a call here. Judgment. They're answering a call. This is the Phoenix rising. They've risen above, the ashes of their past, okay? And they're just moving forward. The Chariot card is not here, but I'm getting that energy. They're just moving forward. They're answering a higher call. Their soul's calling here, okay? Um, so whatever it is that they love, they are pursuing it. Um, I'm getting something just about the specific word judgment. I'm sorry, just a moment, please. They do try not to judge others, okay? They try not to judge others, but they don't want drama in their lives. There's a deck that I have, I think it's called What's Gossip? And there's a card there that I'm seeing where this person is casually sipping their tea or coffee, and there's a couple arguing behind them, okay? And the card is something like, it's not my drama, okay? So this is kind of like a motto for this person, it's not my drama, okay? They don't allow themselves to be pulled into other people's drama. They had enough of that as a child, okay? Um, they understand, um, they're understanding, but they don't want to be pulled into it. Okay, they don't take on other people's issues, and they're just focused on their calling, what's calling to their soul, what feels good to them. Okay. Okay, future, please, Spirit, when they meet Virgo. Future, when they meet Virgo. I get the feeling that you don't like drama either. So you're a good match that way. But it may be a little bit of opposites attract here as well. Okay, future, please, when they meet Virgo. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune is turning in their favor. Okay, it's actually turning in both of your favors. This is divinely orchestrated, this relationship. Um, it's like good things suddenly start to happen for both of you, okay? things start going in a positive direction for both of you. Yeah, Five of Swords. Any confusion that you have felt in the past, okay, is left behind. The Wheel of Fortune starts turning in your favor, and any confusion you've been feeling, like, why haven't I met the one, is left in the past. It's left behind you. Okay, let's get one more, please, Spirit. It's like any confusion about, relationships and people that this person has experienced, like not understanding why, people, you know, do such terrible things to each other. Like first they're in love and suddenly they're hating each other. Any confusion about that is cleared up when they meet you. It's like they know they've met the one. Interesting. Any worries about that is left behind, and they're willing to take a chance with you. It's almost like maybe they didn't want to repeat a pattern from their childhood, like it's like maybe they've avoided being in a relationship because they don't want it, like that saying, there's a thin line between love and hate. They're willing to take that chance. Like they don't want drama, but they're willing to take that chance with you. They truly believe that you're the one. It's like they have a little fear of that repeating. Um, but they truly believe you're the one, and they're willing to take that chance. And this is about your future significant other, so not like a one-night stand or a short-term relationship. So this relationship is going to be long-lasting. So the chance they take is worth it. One more, please, Spirit. One more, please, for future energy when they meet Virgo. Ten of Swords, yeah. They walk away from this past, um, this kind of fear. It's like they've been guarded. Guarded is the word. They've kind of been guarded up until now because of their childhood and what has happened happened in their past. Maybe they've just kept things casual with partners because they don't want the drama. Never gotten very serious with anyone. Because they don't want the drama. But they're now putting their swords down. They've been carrying this weight from their childhood for a long time, okay? This is what people don't see here. They don't actually see that they've been carrying this heavy weight because they're such a kind of like joyful person, happy-go-lucky person. People don't see it, but they've been carrying, even me, I haven't seen it completely here, okay? It's kind of like hidden, okay? But the full moon is bringing some light on this now. It's like they've carried this past with them, but now they're willing to put these swords down when they meet you, okay? And willing to take a risk. Your relationship will be very healing to them. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, one last card, Spirit. One last card. Interesting. Yeah. Ace of Cups. This is a new beginning. Your cups are going to be overflowing with love, with joy, with happiness, with abundance. Okay? with emotional well-being. I'm hearing emotional well-being. Um, wow, this is going to be a beautiful relationship and very healing, okay, for that person. I'm actually hearing for the both of you, healing for the both of you. So I haven't been reading into your energy, but I'm I'm hearing healing for the both of you. That's beautiful. Okay, Spirit, please can you give us three potential timelines for when Virgo will meet this individual? Three potential timelines, please. Okay, so we did get three cards. So September, it could be this September or next September. December, this December or next December. Next couple of weeks. Next couple of weeks. So for some of you, it's very, very close. Actually, for all of you, it's pretty close if you think about it, if it's this September or this December. Um, I'm feeling like it may be this September or this December. Um, Next couple of weeks. So this is, actually not too far away. It's very close for some of you. Some of you, it's, a few months off, and it may even be into next year. Um, but those are the three potential timelines Spirit has given us. Okay, Virgo. Well, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I certainly did. If you did, please give this channel some love. I really appreciate it. And it does help the channel to grow. And I'm wishing you all the very best, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.